What's up, everybody? It's me, Hari of Mabinogi, and I wanted to bring you something a little different today. I mean, this isn't really gonna affect my upload schedule or anything. I just wanted to make something extra this week. That's something being Herald. This game was suggested to me by one of the devs, and basically he described it as a point-and-click meets visual novel. And I'm just like, you had me at two of my favorite genres, so let's get to getting, shall we? Please continue your story, Devin. You told me that it was a night of... I stuttered, and... Oh. Tell me what happened next. What does your journal say? Oh. Alrighty. Added to the journal. There is a gun missing aboard the Herald. The boatswain asked me to find the thief before the captain does. If he finds out, we'll all be in trouble. One of the crew members told me that Officer Brunswick has a spare key somewhere near his cabin. My investigations have led me to the cabin of First Officer Rupert Brunswick. I should sneak in while he's running his shift. I was told by the boatswain that the captain has forbidden all crew members to bear arms, even officers. So it looks like somebody is breaking the rules. Alrighty. Maybe it's hidden in this barrel? The barrels were filled with rum. I wouldn't be surprised if these were placed there on special request. The pitcher contained a spare key to Officer Brunswick's cabin. I was now able to open the door behind me. Alrighty. Oh, I guess that was... Alright. So let's see here. Hello. Can I check my journal? I guess I can't? Oh, wait. Move the cursor to the bottom of the screen to... Oh, alright. I did. Can I not in, like, zoom in mode? Okay, there we go. Let's see. Encyclopedia. The Herald. Are there, like... Found the spare key to Brunswick's cabin. I should not be able to enter. Alright, so... That's all. Alright. Let's see here. Oh. A beautiful brass sextant was sitting on Brunswick's writing slope. I recall a teacher telling me how this complex device works. I had no idea. Alright. What about this? On the writing slope lay a detailed map of the African coast. The sea full of lines, markings, and notes I didn't understand. Alright. What's this? I got the sudden urge to write something obscene in one of Brunswick's books, but I realized that was an incredibly stupid idea. Alright. Oh. Looking through the Merchant Navy's handbook, I discovered that officers are usually allowed to carry guns, but other members of the crew aren't. Alright. What else? Oh. There were books about navigation, geography, mathematics, and poetry. None of them looked very interesting to me. Yeah, I feel you, man. Math is boring. Alright, how about this? It seemed that the captain had a discussion with Officer Brunswick about gun policy. The letter also talked about a draft coming from the bookcase in Brunswick's room. Alright, what does our journal have to say about this? There's a loose plank in Brunswick's bookcase. Alright, so... This one? Oh. So there's the bookcase, but... I don't see anything about a loose plank. Oh. On the top shelf is a portrait of a stern-looking man. I later learned that it was Brunswick's mother. Oh. Let's see. The entire bookcase was devoted to poetry. Among some of them were the most famous works by Shakespeare, Byron, and Poe. Alright. I don't see anything about a loose plank, though. Oh, shit. Didn't mean to do that. I was surprised to find Brunswick's spyglass here. You think a navigator would take that with him at all times. Yeah. So I don't... Maybe it's like on the floor by the bookcase? Oh. Nope. Wait, maybe? Am I doing something wrong? There's a loose plank in Brunswick's bookcase. A loose plank in it. Alright. But which one? Wait, what? A loose board was cleverly hidden behind a couple of books. Oh! Alright. Behind the loose wall board was a cleverly hidden compartment containing a single booklet. It seemed to be Brunswick's journal. Can we take it, or can we read it? Alright. While going through Brunswick's journal, I stumbled upon a passage about a hole in the wall that was covered with a painting. You mean this one? Nope. Wait, that's a painting. Those are several paintings. A painting of the night sky was hanging on the wall. The use of colors was striking. That is very lovely. Can I go back to... No, I don't want to check my journal just yet. No, stop that. Can I go over here now? Thank you. What about this one? The painting seemed to have been moved recently. Behind it was a small gap between the planks. Oh. Found a little spy. Oh my goodness. That is somebody with a gun. What's that? Is there someone spying on me? Well, he has the gun. So accuse him. You stole the gun! Devin! What are you doing in there? Are you snooping around? Didn't expect you'd be that kind of person. Let's see. I told Ludlow that I was searching for the missing gun. No, I'm looking for a missing gun, and I think I just found it. Come to my cabin, I'll unlock the door for you. Are we gonna get shot? I mean, he has a gun. Alright, buddy. Before you start, please listen to me, Devin. I know it's against the captain's rules and all, but some rules are there to be broken. It looks like you were just messing around with it, so... Ludlow, I can't believe your disregard of authority. When are you going to give up your when are you going to live up to your title, officer? Don't lecture me. Not after I just caught you going through Brunswick's private belongings. Why did you even shut yourself in? May I ask you why you locked yourself in your cabin with a gun? I hope you were not trying to... I'm not suicidal. It's just not fair, Devin. I know the Merchant Navy Handbook from cover to cover. It says clearly that every officer is allowed to bear arms. Every officer, Devin. I'm an officer, so why don't I get to exercise my rights aboard the Herald? Why did he even ban guns to begin with? Have you even asked why the captain why he banned guns? Supposedly something about old and outdated policies. But honestly, Devin, I don't really care about the gun. I just wanted the captain to know that if Brunswick gives up his rights, it doesn't automatically mean that I'll give up mine as well. For some reason, I'm always expected to do as the white man does. I'm never trusted to make my own decisions. Sometimes I feel like I'm an officer, sometimes I feel like I'm an officer in nothing but name. I tried to talk too fast. I mean, I get where he's coming from, but the thing is, though, he still broke a rule, and he could still potentially get all of us in trouble. Just return it before he notices. You won't achieve any recognition by breaking the captain's rule. If an officer wants respect, he has to deserve it. Basically. I won't tell anybody you took the gun, but only if you return it to the weapons cache. If you do, then do it now, before the shift changes and everyone wakes up. I'm afraid it's too late for that. Oh boy. Whoops. It would appear
I was born in the East.
It would appear we got in trouble anyway.
Adopted and raised in the West. In a home away from home. Proud citizen of the Protectorate. When I decided to search for my roots, I knew things would change. Things did change. Do I regret my choice? Maybe. Do I regret boarding the Herald? No.
Oh, wow. Oh, is that it? Thank you for playing our demo. We hope you enjoyed this first look at Herald. There's still much to discover about Devon, Rendsburg, and the Protectorate. If you haven't already, I was probably gonna go into this anyway, but, this game looks really promising, and I actually took a look at their Kickstarter, and they're actually kind of close to their goal. So, if you guys want to, I'm not making you, but if you want to, I'll put a link in the description and maybe consider donating to their Kickstarter, or spreading the word if you don't have enough money. That would be nice. So yeah, this game's pretty good so far. Really my only beef is just, it's a little nitpicky, and just, the graphics are very, they're kind of reminiscent of old World of Warcraft. Not necessarily saying that they're bad, but they just need a little bit of work. But, this is just a demo, and, they haven't met their Kickstarter goal yet. So I'm sure that'll improve before the game's release. So yeah, that was, Herald. I have a lot of faith in this game. I get the feeling it's going to be really good. So, with that, I will see you guys later, and take care.